You know what's funny about that clip is the fact that she mentioned several things that were like very important. The first being the fact that if this law gets implemented, um, yeah, it might give Trump carte blanche into picking and choosing who he wants to get arrested and thrown out, right? But I personally think that you have people in the military who are going to fight against it. It's already been shown that, you have people, you had Mexican Americans protesting. I believe it was either in Texas or Arizona, maybe California, where they sent in, I believe, the National Guard, and they stood down and they were protesting with the protesters. They put down their arms and they just stood there silently while the people protested. You know, I don't think our military, regardless of what orders they get, I don't think they're going to go and turn against the American people, because then that would be civil war. And who really wants to die for someone like that, Donald Trump? I know you Trumpsters out there, you say it with your full chest, you're loud, proud, and wrong all the time. But do you really want to die for this man? If a civil war pops off, do you really want to go down with Daddy Trump? Or do you want to just go home with your family and be like, this is some bullshit. We need a new president. We need a new administration. Because at the end of the day, I don't think you guys want to smoke the way you guys talk about wanting to smoke. It's kind of like the guys who join the police department to be a bully until they have somebody stand up to them, and next thing you know, they're like, "Nah, I didn't really want this. I want to go home to my kids." You know, like that. The real police officers are the ones who are putting their lives on the line to help people out. But then you got those people who they like to hurt people, right? They like to bully people. And I think a lot of Trumpsters are that. They like to hurt people and they like to bully people, right? But I think there's another section of MAGA who's just like, you know what? I was just here for the shits and giggles. You know, like, hey, yeah, yeah, I'm a little racist. I'm a little bit of a dick. But at the end of the day, I don't want anyone to die over this shit. I may have wanted to have better than they have, but I personally don't want to die. And I don't want to I don't want it to come to the point where someone else is going to die. And I think that's where it's going to head to. If Trump implements this, and you're going to civil war will be on the table now. And then because people are going to fight. There are going to be people out there who are and when I say fight, I'm talking about they're going to be people who are going to physically fight. So I think it's a bad idea for him to implement this.